Okay, another update video here. Unfortunately, the couple of 0 days in hot springs weren't enough for my ankle to heal. So I'm taking off some days in nearby. It's not too far from hot springs where I live. I'm just going to take probably 1 or 2 more days and I think I should be fine to get back onto the trail. Ankle is not near as swollen now. It's just a little bit sore right here, but it is getting better finally, and I think I'll be able to walk soon enough. I tried to get back on the trail with it, but it was just too much to take, really, to keep walking on it. And I think it might have made it a bigger problem, not just now, but later in life. So I'm just going to let it heal up completely, and then get back on the trail, back in hot springs right before max patch. So, with that out of the way, I think what I'm going to do is show, first of all, kind of what's in a food bag for me and what a resupply would look like, what type of food I get, and just kind of the stuff you eat when you're through hiking, at least for me. First off, Gatorade bottles. Normally it's just water, but every now and then when you resupply, you just kind of get a fresh bottle and you get some free Gatorade with it. These are the lightest bottles. It's a lot lighter than carrying like a Nalgene or something like that. And I normally take 2 of these, but I've been noticing I don't really need 2 whole liters, and this is almost a liter, so I'm trying out a smaller one this time. And I like the orange flavor, although really I don't even like Gatorade that much. I just get the new bottles every now and then to keep them fresh. Okay, so that's that. Now the food bag. And I will say that I pack a lot of food just because I really like to eat. Just unload some stuff here. That. Some more. There's the bag. This bag, you can probably see right here all the duct tape patches I've had to do on it. It's so thin it just tears almost instantly. So when you have it hanging up a lot, it tends to tear. It's a 13-liter bag, and I bought a heavier one to replace it. I'm just kind of debating, because the heavier one is heavier, whether I should actually use it. But a lot of people I know are using the OR, the outdoor research bags, and those seem to be holding up a lot better. Anyways, the food, let's see. Start off with some candy. You always have to have some sugars to keep you going. Jolly Ranchers, Twizzlers, some chocolates. Those are just good to snack on while you're moving. And then I have, let's see, separate it out here. I have these 3 bags, which is basically 3 days worth of food. And I'll just show kind of the average one here. For breakfast, start off with a Pop-Tart or maybe 2 packages. It's got sugars and fats, gets you going fast. And if you don't have 2 packages, add something else like this is like a donut stick thing. I normally have like muffins or something in the morning. I don't really cook in the morning just because it's easier just to get up and go and eat a bigger lunch than breakfast. So that's kind of what breakfast would be like, although normally more than just that. And I do have, just kind of loose in the food bag, some oatmeal. I like the maple brown sugar the best. That is always, it's getting kind of windy. That's always good if you do want a warm breakfast, or if it's cold, just cook up 2 of those or 1 of those. Supplement the Pop-Tarts. Alright, then throughout the day, I have crackers, some type of candy bar, some type of granola, oat bar type thing, and nuts. And this will be my snacks throughout the day, not including lunch. Just kind of 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. I normally save Snickers for afternoon when I'm getting really tired. And if you don't know, Snickers are like the ultimate hiker food. Basically, you get everything you need. I don't know if you can read that or not. You get proteins, calories, carbs. It's really good. I mean, it's really bad for you, but it's really good for backpacking, for energy. Then for lunch, I normally have either a packet of tuna or a Spam thing. I really like these Spam. I know people don't like them for some reason, but I think they taste great. And so lunch is, I mean, I'll throw in like some crackers with the Spam, or some other stuff. Maybe a package of these crackers. And I also have, in addition to all these kind of meals, I have just like supplemental stuff, like a jar of Nutella, which is awesome. It's got a lot of stuff to keep you going. Fat, proteins, sugars. And it tastes awesome. You can just eat it right out of the jar with a spoon. But normally I have something like this along with lunch and breakfast and dinner, just to add a little extra something. And then dinner normally consists of, unfortunately, a pasta side or something like that. Although last time I did hot dogs and that was really good. But, I mean, these are just really easy to do, and they have a lot of oomph for not a lot of weight. They're pretty light. You just boil 2 cups of water, or 1.5 cups, something like that. And so that's basically what the meals are. And then I just have some extra stuff every now and then. Nuts. I've got bread for lunches. Put some Nutella or Spam on it. Just little flatbreads, or not too heavy, and give you some bread. And then this weighs nothing. It's crazy how light this is, and it's just fruit, freeze-dried fruit, strawberries and bananas. Something I really like are these blueberry craisins. They're not actually blueberries, they're craisins, or I mean they're cranberries, dried cranberries, but they're blueberry flavored, and they taste really good. I mean, you can put them in oatmeal, you can put them with Nutella, on bread, or anything, and they taste really good. They're just a good snack, and they help you get some of your fruit back into your diet. And then I add in little stuff. There's like a powdered drink mix here, some honey I got from a fast food place, pepper, some Parmesan cheese you can get from Pizza Hut. It goes good with the pasta sides. I normally have little packets of jelly or crackers in there that you can get from restaurants. And that all just kind of helps change things up a bit. I'll go into these other dinners here. Let's see. Some other things. Potatoes, mashed potatoes. Tuna is always a good standby. Gets you some good protein and some actual meat. And then like a macaroni and cheese box. This one's like a fancy one, but just a Kraft macaroni and cheese makes a good dinner. I just put it into a Ziploc to save some of the weight. And you don't have to have the milk and the butter like they always tell you. You can just make it with water, just fine. And let's see, what's left? Then I have a small bag with a couple of things. Hot chocolate for cold nights, or just when you want something extra with dinner or breakfast. These are really good, the mint ones. These apple ciders are pretty good. It's kind of just like an apple juice, but it's better than just the plain water you have all the time. And then some type of tea. I normally drink a tea every morning. And this one is really good. The Tezo Wild Sweet Orange is a really good tea. That's my last one, unfortunately. And that's just another hot chocolate. So that's all my food. That's kind of what a thru hiker 3 days worth of food might be. And I think that weighs probably 6.5 or 7 pounds. And normally you don't need much more than 3 or 4 days worth of food to get to the next area anyways. I think 5 would probably be like a max. Maybe up until you get to the 100-mile wilderness. So that's that. I will be getting my ankle better here so I can get right back on the trail. It's really not fun being off the trail after you've been on it for so long. So I will update you probably from Max Patch next, unless I think of another video I can do in the downtime. See you later.